Oh, hello. Nope, can't hear a thing. Hang on. Nope, still can't hear a thing. I have my sound settings set up correctly. And you're not muted. Video connected and has a terrible...
I'm just a biscuit.
Ah, there we go.
Hey.
There we go. Yeah, okay. So, turns
I'm
out...
hearing myself.
Oh, you're hearing yourself? That's not supposed to happen. Turns out, if I mute Discord in my OBS, that mutes all of Discord, because apparently the audio is routing through OBS. This is, I guess, Alexander's lovely audio settings throwing me for a loop there. They are indeed lovely. And we're just... Well, in the meantime, I can fix a quick little chatbot thing.
I'm still hearing you double. Like, I'm hearing you, and I'm hearing an echo, and I'm also hearing myself now. Fuck.
That's strange. I haven't changed anything on my end from how we normally do these things. Yeah, it's a bit disorienting, I would feel. Having some audio problems. Should I keep talking? Is that going to solve anything? Lucy asks, have you finished with the hypnotic thing? We have not. We're just trying to work some shit out. It's the Euro takeover. And, you know, when the European Union does anything, it's, you know, it takes a while. Aniki says, I can just type anything and it'll show up here. Yes, that's how chatbots work. And I'm gonna pop out my chat here so I can keep track of what is happening. So, Summer, how's things on your end?
So deal.
That's so bizarre. I've never had that. How about if I start screen sharing some stuff? Will that work any better?
Oh wait, I just realized. Oh, oh, that always happens.
What happened? What happened? What is it?
Okay, I just figured out the issue on my end.
Oh, thank God it's not on my end. Thank fucking Christ. That would have been awful. We'll get there, we'll get there.
Yeah, I had the stream open and I forgot that the audio was playing from there, and that was causing the echo.
Amy?
I'm not good at this.
That's so obvious. I've had that happen to me a couple of times as well. Don't sweat it.
Sorry, I really thought there was something on your end.
Oh shit! Yeah, sure. Blame me. That's what the European Union does.
Thinking about it.
The European Union strikes again.
Yes, we all blame each other.
I don't know how big the chatbot's supposed to be.
Denmark is a very lovely country.
Hang on. I think we need to change server. We're on Central Europe. I think we should switch to. I'm gonna switch to. Is that better? I've switched server now.
Yeah, the Central Europe region's server was having issues, I think. Western seems okay right now.
Western seems okay. So that's what we're going with. Okay. I think we can finally turn off the hypnotic opening thing that Gemini has prepared for it. And it is delightfully hypnotic, I should say. It is love. So today's stream, for everyone who doesn't know, it's populated by me and Summer. We are the Eurotrash Takeover. We will not be doing on-camera stuff because that's not how we do things in Yar country. Or so I'm told, anyway. So this is my lovely background. So what you're gonna see is well, this and the game and
talking to human race.
This is a photo I took. This is taken in Europe. It's in fact taken in Denmark. I was waiting for a bus right next to this. Kind of a sketchy part of town, I'd say.
What a lovely place.
Lovely place. Absolutely delightful. So anyway, today we are playing. You know what? I'm going to move the chat box a bit. I'm going to move it over here to the right side where it doesn't cause... I'm going to minimize it a little bit. I'm going to catch
up on the chat now because I wasn't really able to read it well while we were having the issue.
Oh, hang on. Chat bot. Yeah, okay, so, well, you can pop out the Twitch chat, which is what I did. Or you could just mute Twitch. That's also a possibility. It
started auto-playing. I didn't even know you had already gone live.
I've had to.
And then I just brain farted. But yeah, okay. That's past us.
It's all in the past. It's all good. I'm gonna align these messages to the bottom because when I do that...
Ikifu is ill. Oh, get better soon, Iki.
Yes, get better soon or we'll have to kill you.
That's no good. We're not gonna kill anyone.
No, of course not. I mean,
no, we'd never do that.
Not at the moment, anyway.
No, we still have some use for Icky for now.
For now.
For now. We need him as the UK contingency.
Yes, we need to keep him around. Just in case of many things. First of all, if a certain political situation doesn't resolve itself without a riot, we're gonna need the Scots to be the voice of reason. Now, there's a phrase they haven't heard in quite a while. He left.
Hey, Gemini.
Oh, yes. Hello, Gemini. Hello, Demon Dragon. Hello, Captain Sidekick. Hello, Mega Mike. Hello, Lucy. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are playing Thimbleweed Park. And we're playing this because it's been a while since I played it. I played it the day it came out, and I played it all the way through in a marathon. Was it 12 or 16 hours or so, just playing it nonstop. And then I finished it and thought, hey, that was fun, and then I uninstalled it and I never looked at it again. And since then, they've updated it tremendously. They've added things that I really wanted there to be, like the characters being able to talk to each other, and ransom is unbleeped, and all that stuff.
It's definitely improved.
We're gonna go for hard mode.
Game.
Oh, one thing I need to do. Fuck me, I completely forgot. I have to screen share the game with you, obviously. So you can follow.
Yeah. Well, I was watching on stream, but
the stream is gonna be
might be handier.
Oh, yeah,
I'll do the chat pop out then, so I can.
There we go. Right, 1987. So this is going to be kind of a casual stream, we're just going to play the game, shoot the shit, have some fun, and it's going to be more in line of, the Aussie takeover, but European. So this is not the SQH stream, this is not the absolute, marathon of jokes and in-jokes and whatnot. This is Yar. We keep things mellow.
Yeah. We're just gonna have some casual fun with this cool game.
Casual fun. And the good thing about not doing face cams is you can't tell if we're wearing shirts or not. I'm just gonna leave it up to you. It's in your head.
I'm just gonna get naked right now. I mean, with the summer heat.
Yeah, your Discord camera's still on.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Cool. Well, I'm not. I'm looking at the game anyway.
I mean, Ikifu says Trolls is wearing a shirt and nothing else. I think that's often the case with Trolls when he's recording.
You're absolutely correct. If I'm being perfectly honest,
you've admitted it in the past, so.
Oh yeah, what's the point of wearing? I mean, most of the time I am wearing shorts. I'll go as far as that. But there was that marathon stream we did. It was kind of warm. I was naked from the waist down. I'm not afraid to admit that.
Yeah.
An odd note is waiting for me in my.
I went out of my way. Well, not necessarily went out of my way, but I did wear pants then, but just just to be like proper, even though it was already hot. Yeah. Just past weeks have been.
I mean, it is also
in Europe.
Yeah. It's been a fucking heat wave, hasn't it?
Are you a victim of the inferior American social support?
I love this German character.
Yeah. He's fantastic. Just to wrap up the whole naked during stream. I mean, we're Europeans, so.
Sober up, sir.
We're chavs.
Ruined my life.
Captain
Also,
Captain Sidekick says Trolls wears a shirt and shoes so he can get service. No.
I want to remark on Mega Mike said, welcome to the sequel to Maniac Mansion. And he said he likes the fact that this game feels like a game Ron would have made if he hadn't left the cards. Well, technically, Day of the Tentacle was a sequel to Maniac Mansion, but this is a spiritual successor of sorts, I'd say.
Yeah, this is more in keeping with Ron's own obsessions, I should say. He likes things to be a little weirder than the Day of the Tentacle was. I mean, Day of the Tentacle, don't get me wrong, is an absolute masterpiece. I love that game to death. It is.
So did I.
It's probably my favorite LucasArts adventure. I mean, it's what Space Quest was for Sierra, Day of the Tentacle was for LucasArts. That weird blobby thing from the Donald Duck cartoon suddenly jumped out of the bushes and whacked us.
German guys down. I guess they reenacted World War II there?
Oh, God. Oh, well, we are Europeans.
We're allowed to joke about that. Like, we the Belgians got our asses invaded by the Germans, so...
Shit.
We get to pay well, we got some payback.
But at least you got invaded. The Danes surrendered.
Weren't the Danes like always trying to like stay neutral?
That was Sweden. Sweden remained neutral during the war. Denmark bent over the desk and let Hitler have his way with us.
Well, yeah. Denmark's always had a kind of a weird relationship with Germany, as far as I know.
Oh, we did. We weren't terribly happy with them, but then they started selling cheap beer near the border, so we're pretty okay with that. And also, I'll say the Germans have upped their game since the 1940s. They are really ahead in terms of human rights, gay rights, and everything. The Germans have their shit together.
I definitely think Germany is a good place to be.
It's a fantastic place. Yeah. So, yay for the Germans.
Icky says the Nazis never made it to Scotland. Just saying.
They didn't even make it to the UK. I mean, the fucking Vikings went to the UK. There's a Danish stand-upper who did a bit about the Vikings. Well, raping and pillaging was kind of their thing, and then they went to England, had one look at their treasure, they didn't have any, had one look at their bitches, and just went, you know what, we'll just go home again. He's not a very good stand-upper. Anyway, I shall pick up this. Oh wait, we're supposed to do the whole photo puzzle thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna address this real quick. No, we have finished this game before, so that's why it's more of a casual playthrough. And also, Lucy asks, no face cams? No face cams.
Not this time. We're kind of following Rizalka and Wanderer's example of their Aussie Takeover streams, where they also don't use face cams. They do their own voices. We didn't want to do that for Thimbleweed Park this time.
Because Rizalka is already doing that over on her channel.
Now we can head into town.
Yeah, that's pretty much Rizalka's thing, and she gets people involved in that, and we're just kicking it back, just chilling.
Yeah, we're chilling. The body is starting to pixelate. All right. Should I just show the corpse my badge? No, I shouldn't do that.
Sarah says, "There is it's a coup. Your stream with Wanderer, others are being replaced."
I'm not giving Ray my badge.
I always thought this dude's voice was a little weird and a little off, and I remarked this on Twitter, and people said, "No, this is a pretty authentic Albuquerque voice." And it's like, he sounds like Eastern European or something, but apparently I'm wrong.
Yeah, I also kind of felt his voice was weird. Not that it wasn't like an authentic Albuquerque accent, but it just, it didn't quite sound like fitting of the character to me. And,
it doesn't sound American. He sounds a bit more like, or maybe like Austrian or something. I don't know, like European.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
I mean, he doesn't sound Belgian.
No, we Belgians sound weird.
We Danes sound weird too.
Yeah, we sound like a mixture of the German and French and Dutch dialect.
Thimbleweed Park, 1.7 miles.
Hey, can I talk to Ray? I'm supposed to be able to talk to Ray.
I always mix up the terms dialect and accent somehow.
Oh, right, yeah. A dialect is, people who speak the language natively, but
we should go find this
sound different. I mean, there's a ton of different dialects in this tiny little country like Denmark.
Well,
yeah, same here. Yeah, I do know what the terms mean. I just mix the usage up sometimes somehow.
Oh, question in the chat. Mega Mike says, "Did you turn off the in jokes to Sierra?" No. We have those on. And we have ransom unbleeped, and we have in jokes on, because we're adventure gamers.
It's covered.
And maybe this question should be safe for later, but are you going to put the toilet paper over or under?
Good question. You know what? I am going to show you the options. and I will also happily defend my decision. Wait, that's not where it is. Is it under video? Yeah, there it is. I have toilet paper over.
Yeah, I agree.
Hang on, why did the ransom unbeeped turn off? I specifically turned that on. Anyway, it's on now. Yes, and if anyone wants... Ooh, Chainsaw of Disappointment, I'll have that. If anyone wants an explanation, I will happily give it, but it is a little non-safe for work. By the way, this entire stream is, but we haven't quite gotten to the saucy bits yet, so... If anyone asks...
Rizalka says the devil's way, so...
The devil's way.
I think Rizalka doesn't agree.
Well... I hate to make this a gender issue, but I would assume that women are less interested in the way toilet paper is hanging around, and men are more interested, and there is a biological reason for that.
I don't know. For me, I never even really thought about it until I heard it was like a thing that people discussed and had an opinion about. And then I suddenly got an opinion about it myself. It's really weird.
Well, yes, because because. So what is your opinion on it post transition? If I dare ask.
I prefer over.
You prefer?
I don't know. I just find it easier somehow to get it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lucy says I find it under awkward, and yeah, same for me.
I find it. I used to be on the under team, and then I went to the over team, and that is for a very simple reason. Okay, I'll tell you. I'll tell you while I just run around and pick all this shit up.
Don't forget the specs.
Oh right, where the hell are they? Where are the specs? Excellent.
I don't know if you missed one already. There's one along this road for sure.
Right, I don't want to go too far because then I'll run into the pigeon boys and get stuck in a dialogue.
Brothers, yeah.
Yeah. Who are sisters? Oh, there they are.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so I'll quickly explain this. I was the under team because I found it more aesthetically pleasing, but then I became old. And when you're old and you pee, this is something your dad never tells you. When you're old and you pee, at least for men, once you're done and you pack your junk away, it starts dribbling. And so, when you've gotten up from the toilet and you've done your business and little Peter starts dribbling, you want to reach for some toilet paper quick. And it's very hard to reach for toilet paper when it's under and you're standing. That's the reason.
Are you sure that's not just a personal problem you have? I don't know if that's something that all like 30+ men experience.
What signals?
I would say past 35 actually. But yeah, that's.
Yes, you already said that, but what signals?
I love these.
I always forget your exact age. I know you. I think you're from the year 80.
Deserted road. Me and a giant.
Somewhere around that.
It was too good to pass up.
Was there a question about when this game takes place?
They're strong tonight. Very strong.
No. Oh, Ikifu says, just windmill it like a normal person. Yeah, see, you do that, and then you pack your junk in the trunk, and then it dribbles. It's just sort of like when it's,
Have you seen a doctor about that?
No, it's normal. My dad
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm not. It's not like the floodgates open or anything. It's just a little dribble, but it stains your shorts.
This is really odd. Should I?
I don't know if that's normal. I've never heard about that. Well, I mean, I've heard about it being a thing with like old men, but like in your 30s to 40s, I don't know.
I'm almost in my 40s. I turned 39 this year.
Strong and disruptive.
Yeah, so you're from 80. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, you're 9 years older than me. I always forget that because I don't know. It doesn't seem like we should be that far apart, but yeah, you are quite a bit older than I am.
LucasArts style adventures.
On here, some lovely in jokes.
Death and dead ends weren't making the game more enjoyable. It was actually making it less fun.
That seems like a sensible approach to adventure game design.
It is. It just takes a little longer and requires more thought. And
This is correct. I'm an ancient man. Sorry, what?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, I personally love how meta this game gets. I know it's a very controversial subject, but for me, I just find it fun. Like, it's unusual.
I quite like it as well. It kind of veers off the deep end towards the end.
Yeah, it goes a bit over the top, maybe. But I don't know. I think it's a unique experience.
It is, and what I don't like about it is that it actually kind of stole an idea I had for a game, and I say, well, stole, but that means I can't very well do that anymore.
Well, no idea is truly original in this society anymore.
Absolutely not.
Pretty much everything has been thought of before, and yeah.
Wasn't it David Bowie who said that the geniuses of our time? I mean, they just steal from the right people. He said something to that effect.
It sounds about right.
Eager beaver.
Oh, you decided to join us. Cool, thanks, Ray. So now, let me try this. Talking to them.
Well, I need to get back to solving this case.
Solving this case. He sounds European.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay,
not quite what you'd expect.
Hintline flyer. So Lucy says she's a year older than me.
Help playing Thimbleweed Park.
I dare not ask her if she dribbles. I'll just hint at the opportunity. I mean, if she's comfortable with revealing that part of her personal life, she's welcome to. If not, I completely understand.
Oh god, this is going in the wrong direction.
Was there a right direction? Oh shit! Mega Mike says, he thought I'd be offended by the Sierra Japs. Dude, Sierra did some really stupid shit back in the day. I am not offended in this life. I'm not a Sierra fanboy. People just think because I'm the Space Quest historian that I fawn over everything Sierra ever did. Honestly, I think I've played more LucasArts adventures than Sierra adventures.
I mean, I think all the game developers back then made a lot of mistakes because, it was just a burgeoning new industry and they were learning pretty much how to do the things.
About murder, sir.
Yeah, exactly.
Sierra definitely wasn't perfect, neither was LucasArts.
No, but LucasArts seemed to learn faster than Sierra did, and honestly, some of the stuff Sierra put out, Codename Iceman springs to mind, and Police Quest 4 and some of this shit. It's just terrible.
Yeah, but the companies also evolved very differently due to their origin, like LucasArts being from Lucasfilm, and then I don't know, I think Sierra should be given a bit of slack because they were a very small company at first, and then they suddenly became big and they had to learn everything pretty much. And that they made mistakes.
Yeah, I just think, Ron was a smart character. Ron Gilbert was a smart dude, and he was a very bitter dude, which I think helped him a lot. When he really sat down and thought about what do adventure games do, because I think up to then people were just sort of feeling their way around. A lot of the Sierra games, especially from the 80s to the early 90s, they still owed a lot to text adventures and the unfair deaths, and the programmer as the writer. They didn't have specific writers and all that, so they were just making silly unfun mistakes, and Ron actually sat down and figured out what makes adventure games fun and what makes them not fun.
Yeah, Ron really formalized the genre.
He did.
Yeah.
I'm the Thimbleweed Park.
And he was definitely
Welcome to the future.
someone who revolutionized it and really brought it into its own.
Oh, these are the latest in crime-fighting computers.
I mean, it's fun to hear the story of Maniac Mansion. He saw, I think it was his nephew, play King's Quest, and he thought, that is amazing. I hate typing. I wish we could do away with the typing. So the point and click was born.
Agent Ray.
It's not human.
As good as a reason as any.
Go again.
By the way, this running joke with the coroner and the sheriff being essentially the same person is
explain who. Yeah, you might.
No, these characters are amazing.
I've been replaying Monkey Island 2 on my channel. I don't know if anyone's noticed. I'm continually struck by how little I paid attention as a kid to how fucked up it really is in so many ways. I won't accuse Mr. Gilbert of doing bong hits while he was writing design documents, but I am certainly suspecting him of doing it.
Yeah, I could see that being the case. Then again, I think they just want to try out some weird ideas and see what would work, and I don't know. It was a lot more experimental back then. I would say that for sure.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And you can easily be funny and not do bong hits. I'm just being facetious.
Fingerprint tape, and it will do a match-a-who.
A match-a-who. Sheriff Reno. I love those affectations they have.
Yeah. And everyone sort of the face of Reno. And everyone sort of jumps on that, so every time someone talks about Thimbleweed Park, you gotta get a lot of arenos and the who's on Twitter.
I mean, they did make the game stand out with that as well, so yeah, that was a smart thing of them to do.
Catchphrases! Mm-hmm. Aren't you the Sheriff Areno?
Aren't you the Sheriff Areno?
Oh my, no. no who. Well, people say there is some resemblance around the eyes.
Rizulka says Ron's still a bitter dude, considering the amount of jabbing going on here.
Plus, the sheriff, annoying Areno, he adds to everything. You'll never hear me doing that, who?
Sure, whatever.
By the way, it's interesting how this murder mystery is set up to be the absolute linchpin of the entire game, and halfway through the game, they just sort of forget it ever existed. It doesn't become important anymore.
Did you use these computers to investigate the pillow factory?
Yeah.
Oh, sure did. 4 computers.
But that happens in a lot of games. Yeah. Just one of those things where I start writing something and then get taken off track by another idea, I suppose.
It feels very sort of train. No, what's it called? It's not called a train of consciousness. Stream of consciousness. God damn it. Euro Takeover. Woohoo! I mean, second language. Second.
With Pillowtronics and the fire.
Also, the obsession with pillows.
Pillowtronics and its founder Chuck.
Yeah, that's such a weird thing, but I don't know. It just makes it funny somehow. Like the idea that pillows are so important, and like a pillow factory is like the most important business in
the pillow factory.
Yeah, it's a funny joke.
CompuServe chat room and everything.
Ooh, CompuServe in 1980. Ask your parents.
I think we've heard enough.
Yeah, Grundislav says it's very much a make-it-up-as-you-go design philosophy, and yet there is a lot of stuff that sort of ties itself together. It doesn't feel like he just sat down and started writing. I mean, he does. Ron Gilbert invented the whole, puzzle dependency chart thing. If you're not familiar with that, go look it up. It's actually a really good design tool. So he's very much into pre-planning and stuff.
Year of 2017.
Mega Man? I keep saying Mega Man. Mega Mike said, Ron clearly planned this out, unlike Tim with Broken Age.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, Broken Age. Yeah, didn't turn out amazing.
No, it did not. It had a lot of promise. I mean, I liked the first bit of it.
We had big hopes.
Yeah. The first part was pretty good, and the last bit was just awful. Absolutely awful.
Filled you in on our state-of-the-art.
I think it was just kind of a victim of the Kickstarter
coroner, right?
syndrome, where like the expectations became so high with those early Kickstarter projects that got huge backing, and it couldn't live up to the hype. Also, maybe promising too much.
I definitely think they promised a bit too much, and dare I say it, Tim Schafer's kind of gone off the deep end in terms of game design. I know a lot of people think Grim Fandango is this fantastic game, but it really isn't. It's a wonderful story and a beautiful presentation, but the actual gameplay of it, the puzzles, I've never liked them. I think they're absolute shit. Yeah, Grundislav said it, so I'm not the only one. But there's just something about Tim Schafer's last good game, in my opinion, was Full Throttle.
What about Brutal Legends?
I haven't actually played that.
Power you've got there.
Neither have I, but it looks very good.
It's all
It looks fun, and I'm a big fan of Jack Black,
from Pillowtronic.
to be perfectly honest.
His YouTube channel is really entertaining.
Oh yeah, he started a gaming channel with his son.
A gaming channel between quotation marks, because he doesn't really do like traditional gaming videos. Pretty much vlog videos with some live stream gaming content thrown in once in a while.
Yeah, I think
it's mostly just vlogging.
Yeah, it's mostly his son doing the actual videos, and he just has his dad in the videos.
Sorry, Reno.
I think. I'm not entirely sure. Hey, you know,
it's a cooperation sort of.
well, you know a celeb who actually does have a proper gaming presence. I don't know if he has a gaming YouTube, but Terry Crews.
100%.
Oh yeah, I've heard
big
about
dude.
that.
Yeah, he got into his son's hobby of building rigs, taking them to lands, and all that shit. And that was
Yeah, I read about an article about that some time ago. It's really cool.
I like Terry Crews. I've liked him ever since the Old Spice
he's a cool guy.
commercials. Yeah,
And he came out as like being a victim of sexual assault, and he became someone who fights for women and people who've been sexually assaulted. And
Yes.
he seems like a really good guy.
Yes, I saw that interview as well, and it was kind of heartbroken because you see him as this funny guy on stuff like Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Arrested Development and
Stupid clown
shit.
Reno again.
The shit he's been through. The same with Patrick Stewart, by the way. He wasn't a victim of sexual assault, but his father was a wife beater, and his mom went to the hospital, and he got beaten as well. So he's a victim of domestic abuse. Boy, this took a dark turn, didn't it?
To get us back to the Tim Schafer conversation, Pickle Dog said,
I want to get out
Tim
of here.
Schafer strikes me as the kind of designer who can do amazing things when reined in by a good peer. And then Grundesoft responded that, yeah, Tim Schafer definitely needs a producer or someone to keep him on time and under budget, because he's notorious for going over both. And yeah, I do think that's kind of the issue with his more recent projects, especially Broken Age.
Yeah. I absolutely agree with everything said there.
Yeah.
If you put Tim Schafer in charge and holding the voice of authority, Pickle Dog says things go off the rails. And of course, a couple of typos ended up with us calling him Time Shaver instead of Tim Schafer.
I mean, it ends up being fitting because Grundesoft said, yeah, he tends to go over time. So Time Schafer. But yeah, I wanted to say, I do have to say that the remastered versions that he and his team put out of Day of the Tentacle and Full Throttle were sublime.
They're fantastic. They're fantastic. Day of the Tentacle is that's how you do a remaster.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, briefly back to the game we're actually playing. I do believe that in this version, we can actually enter the arcade, and in the version that I played back when the game came out on day one, you couldn't enter the arcade. The arcade was closed off, so I've never been in the arcade. Is what I'm trying to say. Hey, Petey's Pet Emporium. It's full of wizards.
Also, Gemini and Icky Fu are making Tim Nation jokes.
Tim Machine,
Machin from Synergist, the FMV Club series that recently ended on the VR channel, YouTube channel.
That was a fun. Oh, Tuna Head's back.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, not back. Dave calls Bernard a Tuna Head in Maniac Mansion. Yeah, Sirio spotted the hair today, gone tomorrow sign outside the barbers.
That's King's Quest 6 joke, of course. Air today, gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
Also, Icky said, "Hello and welcome to Your Shits on Tim Schafer for an hour." I wouldn't go that far. I think he's a good. Game creator.
Oh, he is. He's done terrific things.
It's for a mucus phlegm adventure game called Jason the News Guy.
Zach McCracken. Don't get me wrong. Again, Tim Schafer was instrumental in some of the best games LucasArts ever put out, and that includes Day of the Tentacle and his own project Full Throttle.
Yeah, Monkey Island games.
Yeah, he also had a hand in Monkey Island 2.
One as well.
one as well, not to a great degree, but the if this is 4, what's this puzzle is actually Tim Schafer's.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Grudislav asks, can we play any of the games? I tried playing Tuna Head, it didn't work. Maybe I can play Space Slimer.
I thought you could play
tokens.
some if you got the tokens, but...
How do I token? It made a beep.
Tokens. I guess I need to find tokens somewhere else.
No, we're just gonna break it open.
Open that.
He can't open that. Because then Stasi will come and they will shit all over his head.
Lucy says, no Astro Chicken disappoint.
Oh yeah, that is actually disappointing. And what about Meteor Mess? We need Meteor Menace is not the same as Meteor Mess from the original Maniac Mansion. Die enemy scum spelled as script creation utility for Maniac Mansion.
Yeah.
All right, so I've pretty much been autopiloting through. Is that a? Yeah, that's Speck of Dust. I've been autopiloting through this bit so far, and now we're actually free roaming, and not entirely sure where we should start.
Can you look at the logbook or the diary or whatever it's called?
Oh right, yeah,
notebook?
Sure. Find the murder weapon. Fingerprint the murder weapon.
Just as a reminder of what we can do right now.
Find an ID for the victim. Take a blood swab from the body. Find suspicious item with blood. Blood swab from the body. So no one ever comes to pick up the body. By the way, I think that's quite weird.
Yeah.
So I would imagine we'd have to get a blood kit, and that would be in the sheriff's office. It's been.
Yeah, we do need to get that kit, I believe. I'm trying to think of what are the first things we need to do. It's been a while.
It's got the blood. Oh, it's probably in one of the drawers. Been a while since we played this.
Empty.
That one's empty.
It's empty.
I'm gonna leave everything
There's
open.
A fingerprint kit.
There we go. Well, it's not technically a blood kit, but it'll
it's
do.
one of them. It's something we need.
Actually, is there anything else we need in here? No. But I can admire these well-trimmed toenails.
I do like that effect of the zombie almost looking feet in the foreground.
Yeah, I mean the foreground art is. The foreground art is really tremendous, and also there are some weird things like when you enter the coroner's room at certain times. There's a body on the gurney, or the sheriff is standing in the corner hiding, and it's all very, very. There's some random elements to this game that are really, really weird.
I don't think I've seen that.
It gets weird. And it like happens super rarely. It happened once when I was playing, like the sheriff was standing behind the skeleton for no fucking reason whatsoever, and you could walk up to him and look at him, and he wouldn't move, he wouldn't say anything, and then the next time you entered the room, he wasn't there.
Weird. Also, Rizoko brings up a good point. How about some nice hot dogs?
Oh, that's a good. Oh yeah, let's do that. They're terrible, aren't they? Oh, this is Dave, by the way. Sandy and Dave.
That's Dave from Maniac Mansion and Sandy. They're working in this diner.
I can't wait to eat one.
Oh, which reminds me, we also have to take one of the agents to the alleyway and get punched out, and it should be the agent with no inventory. Because if you stick the agent with inventory in there, we're all screwed.
Welcome to the S&D.
Yeah, that's an issue then.
These hot dogs.
Good choice, honey.
Ikifu says, we're out of nice hot dogs. We only have these god-awful hot dogs in stock.
Eat up.
Well, I mean, they're clearly not not healthy to eat anymore.
That is the worst hot dog I've ever
Oh,
eaten.
Dave set fire to himself. Get back in the cellar, Dave.
He keeps
oh, for fuck.
getting rid of.
Oh, I think we done goofed. I think this is when we get punched
I
out.
feel better now.
No, it's not. Oh, thank fucking
No,
Christ.
it's only if you regularly walk into the alley, I believe.
Stay focused and solve this murder so I can.
You can walk with her
Yeah,
there now, and then she'll probably get knocked out.
Same.
She doesn't have anything crucial right now, it looks like.
Nah, she's good. I think we'll hand off the whiskey bottle just in case. And
Yeah.
Actually,
but we don't need the whiskey bottle for a while, I think. Gotta give it to... what's his name again? The homeless guy.
Oh, right. Why is this light flashing? Does that mean I have a message or nah?
Maybe that the battery's working. I don't know.
Cheers. We should probably give him the cell phone as well, just in case.
Happy to help.
There's, and I should not go and get myself knocked off. There's no, oh, no, we're gonna get her knocked out, and then, there we go. Yeah. And then we pick up the speck of dust. We have sacrificed you for a speck of dust.
And to gain access to a certain place we'll see soon.
Oh, yes. And it fucking Reyes was standing right outside. Sorry, is this Ray or Reyes?
Reyes.
This is Reyes, right? Yeah, okay, I keep getting them mixed up. I could just...
Detective Antonio
Reyes.
Junior
There
Agent.
you go.
It's definitely my badge.
Oh, good. You didn't just steal it off some random transients. Where'd you go?
Ooh.
Little badge. The little badge went away. Atari cartridge.
It's the ET game for the 2600.
Oh, we picked that up along the stretch of highway. Fun. Hey.
ET for the 2600.
It did. Where did her badge go? We just picked it up. Where did it go?
Yeah, I'm also not seeing it right now.
Am I blind? Did I?
Detective Antonio.
No, you picked up her notebook, not the badge.
Oh, I picked up her fucking
notebook.
Agent Ray's notebook. I will of
my
course
bad.
refrain from perusing its contents. Agent.
Why?
Yeah, I was confused for a second as well.
Brazilka is asking, you're getting knocked up. No, knocked out. But close, thank you.
I wish I could get knocked up. I mean, what?
We can't all have everything.
I suppose that's true. I'll just have to make do with my charms and good looks.
And those will take you far.
Yeah.
Hello, Reno. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is quite annoying. No, sir. Yes, sir. They have been taken care of. Yes, sir.
Brazilka goes, bow, chicka, wow, wow.
No, sir. Yes, sir.
And Suriar is absolutely correct. Maniac Mansions should never have forced you to have Dave in the team, but
yeah.
At least you have a fall guy. You trap him in the trap him in the cellar, he'll be fine.
Yeah. That's pretty much his only real use.
Which reminds me, that was one of the first you can't reach this speck of dust?
What?
Oh, you have to be fucking kidding me. He can't. The specks of dust appear randomly, but apparently they're it's out of reach. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. Anyway, Maniac Mansion was one of the first Yard playthroughs back when it was over on my channel. It has since flown the nest.
Aww.
That's about time. This is a great gag. That is a fantastic. Also, this is a hark back to.
Has it been prepared, like, for shown, or how do you say it again in English? It's like been anticipated so well with the eyes, and then it just turns out here that it's like a ventilation unit or whatever.
Yeah. It is so brilliant because it was set up in the right in the opening, scary red eyes, thing jumps out at you, and that's so good. Also the whole looking around the room with just the mouse and the hover text, which was in Maniac Mansion a lot. You'd enter a darkened room, you had to find the light switch.
Also, when we got Ray knocked out just now, it was also you could also see those red eyes.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, no way am I going to look in there.
By the way, I don't know if we should technically spoil the game. Oh, Captain Sidekick says there are dark areas in Zack McCracken too. Yeah, that was kind of their thing back then. I don't know if we should spoil the game too much, but the big dark figure is, as far as I know, never really explained.
Yeah.
It's stuck.
I'd say it's one of the goons.
Maybe. I mean, we do put a dude in jail at some point. We're not gonna spoil it here, but a dude does get put in jail for the murder, which everyone is suddenly vastly disinterested in solving. What are we doing? Stand up.
Also, just now in the bathroom area, you could see that the toilet paper was over.
Yes.
So that's pretty much the one place you can see that, and where it actually makes a difference. That's one setting.
It's my specks of dust.
Because I read about that they put that in because it was actually something that came up during testing, that they had it a certain way and people wanted it the other way, and they were like complaining about that. And so they made it a setting.
Exactly, yeah. And that's cool because, you know, Ron Gilbert is the main programmer and he's the main designer, and he has a sense of humor about these sort of things. So, I mean, what happened was he posted a screenshot of the toilet scene, and of course, Twitter being Twitter, they just absolutely went to town and went, "Oh my God, the toilet paper is under. What kind of horseshit is this?"
Hi there.
So he just put a setting in instead of, you know, changing it or going, "You guys are weird." And he just put a setting in.
I'm not holding.
And I'm all for settings as long as you can make things optional.
Oh yeah, giving people freedom to experience the game they want to. I think it's very good.
Yeah.
Lucy asks, do we actually need the bear repellent? I have no idea.
If you get a little toked up and...
not that I know. I don't think that's the usable item.
Fixed right away.
I'm gonna have to watch this VOD later, just because I'm totally autopiloting my way through this.
About yourself.
Yeah. I'm also paying more attention to our chat and the chat than the actual game.
maybe you should have a look at the chat, and I should actually be playing the game. I don't know. We probably should.
I'm looking at the chat a bit.
I like Seriar's remark. Some men are bears to repel, unless you're into that sort of thing.
I also like Icky's remark. I still think it would have been peak Ron Gilbert to include the paper option and have it do absolutely nothing.
Yes.
That's certainly true.
Oh, peak Ron Gilbert would have been to have the option in the options menu, but removed all the toilet paper from the game. Just have the empty rolls instead of actual toilet paper.
Or just like have no toilet paper, not even a roll visible anywhere, and just people would be hunting for it.
Plus,
but I think you actually do need the toilet paper inventory item at some point.
I think so too, but I'm trying to remember where.
I have no idea. It's been so long since I've played this.
Have you seen anyone acting suspiciously around?
Actually, we do have our notepad. Let's go back to the body and see if we can collect some fingerprints. Toss that in the machine. That way we will at least have solved a puzzle.
The town bum walks in. Was totally whack when I think about it.
Yes, yes.
Why did Willie?
Why did they set up Willie? Because okay, here's the thing.
We have to toss him out.
Okay, I am gonna spoil it. We put Willie in jail, but he doesn't have the height to be the shadowy figure.
Well, the main antagonist of the game just has a grudge against Willie.
Well, yeah, but he. Okay, we're not gonna spoil that bit, but the main antagonist of the game is not actually out walking around.
Could the wallet you saw have belonged to Willie?
To Willie?
No, that wallet.
It's pretty much Willie went out with his girl, and then the main antagonist held a grudge against Willie and got him fired and pretty much made him homeless and screwed up in his entire life, and then also set him up to take the fall for this. So he just absolutely screwed the pooch on Willie for no real reason. Just
that's right. That whole family drama. I completely forgotten about all of that. Okay, so Razilka is throwing down some sort of gauntlet here. Says that the Aussie Takeover is more efficient at playing the games they cover. Give us a shot.
We're out at the old...
I mean, I think Rozalka has probably played the Zork games more often, and maybe more recently than you've played this one.
Absolutely, this was several years ago, and also I have a problem with my memory, and I have a roast in the oven. My knees hurt, and
We have a roast.
what's the line from Futurama? They're trying to convince Farnsworth to go to this convention, and he goes, my hips hurt. I have a turkey in the oven. I have warranty cards to fill out. I'm not just making up excuses. All right, fingerprint kit on a corpse that's submerged in water.
It's been in the water so long, its fingers are waterlogged. Might as well try to fingerprint a prune.
Okay, so that actually makes sense. The chainsaw, however...
It's pretty rusty and totally out of chainsaw gas. Definitely not the murder weapon. No missing body parts.
Well, they could have still saw. I mean, he's got a gaping hole, doesn't he? We'll fingerprint it just in case.
I don't want to waste the powder on that.
Right.
I need to dust the murder weapon. I haven't seen Agent Ray for a while. Wonder what happened to her.
Yeah, I wonder indeed.
That old tree is blocking the grate entrance.
Oh, she woke up. So, good morning. Like the drool. Sirio says, another empty chainsaw. I feel so negative right now.
Also, Rizalka throwing shade while she and Icky and Wanderer have been taking ages to finish the game on her channel, so yeah, I don't think she's going to complain about this game.
Exactly. And also, this is the Euro takeover, so
we're just doing things at our leisurely pace.
This is a case of I don't want to pick that.
I'm collecting a ton of specks of dust. I remember bits of this maze. Not a whole lot, but I believe I can
see a Quickie Pal store.
Yeah, so let's go have a chat with her. There's no fast travel in this game, is there? We can't just... They didn't add a map or anything. They certainly didn't have a map when I played the game. You can double click to run, that's why you're hearing all the mouse clicks. Who can finish the game first? It's not a sprint. Captain Psychic says you can get a map. Oh, I probably could have got a map from the Quickie thing. Probably should have done that. Just shows up later. It's been in the game forever. Oh, I thought we could buy a map or something. Also, the Pigeon brothers, who are actually sisters, need a wrench or screwdriver or something.
They need a certain tube.
Oh, that's right. They need a tube. A tube.
A WC something something 8. I recall the serial number being. This speck of dust is going to be a real dick.
It is annoying me tremendously. Why would it spawn outside of where you can get to it?
I think I had the same issue when I was playing this game, that I couldn't pick up a certain speck of dust.
The Vatican decided to take me on a tour of
But there's a reward for picking up all the specks of dust.
Yeah. So yeah.
We've been screwed. Fuck it, I'm quitting. Stupid game. No, I'm just kidding. We're not quitting.
Haven't looked around the sewers yet.
Yeah, could you stay down there?
Making a subtle suggestion there, Agent?
No, ma'am.
I'll go look around when I feel like it.
Okay.
Don't panic, Agent Ray.
Don't panic.
I'm not
we'll
panicking.
get you out of there.
I said don't panic, Agent Ray. You need to conserve oxygen.
I really don't. When I say...
Agent Reyes.
I have some great survival tips.
I have a survival tip for you, Reyes.
Oh, yeah?
It's called Zip It, and I won't punch you in the nuts when I get out of this sewer.
Good survival tip. Alright, so...
I'll be back as soon as I can.
No one wants to hear the survival tips. I'm gonna have a look in the note... find Ray, she probably ditched me. Check.
Oh.
Should we... You know what, screw it. Let's poke around the sewers for a bit.
We started a bit late, so I think we can still keep going for a bit if you're up for it.
Yeah. Great won't come up. Hang on, where's the exit? How did I get into this room? Oh, that way.
Dust.
More specks of dust, I will have you. In emergency, call Virginia Arashi Mejias.
Yeah, that's a big tip.
Oh, right, we need... They put a payphone in the sewer.
It's a payphone.
Right, that's what
dying
we
to make
needed Agent Reyes for. Excuse me. Just a second. Climb up there.
Good man, Reyes. Still hanging.
I need to stay focused and
Yes,
solve this murder so I can do what I need to do.
I'll just give her a dime so she can go make a phone call.
I'll drop you a dime.
Could have just handed it to her, but okay. No. Stay. Good boy. And then it just leaps off the floor and down the grate.
You'd think that. Also, I think you need to look at those boxes here.
The only thing I get from poking.
On the right.
The only thing I get from poking around these boxes is an arm extended in friendship. Or
these are not objects.
Looks like this valve has.
I thought you could pick up something there.
Well, there's a skeleton in this box. I think that's kind of creepy.
I remember being able to interact with that, but might have been mistaken. So, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna save my game here.
A crucial point.
Why am I putting it in the coin return? Anyway, it worked.
You kind of needed to look up the number first.
Oh, fuck me.
There's a dime in the coin return.
Thanks. Okay, Virginia Mejias. Let's go look in the phone book. And then telepathically relates this information to our good friend. The phone book is up here, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. Sarah says Virginia is Alex's sister. Well, Alex's surname is Mejia, and the surname that was written there was Mejias with an S, so I'm not sure about that, but this sure sounds familiar.
You were very wrong.
I do believe that Alex Mejia is in this phone book. He did actually kickstart his game and get put in as a backer, I believe.
That's Alejandro Ajenjo Gracia. Grundislav's gonna kill me for butchering the Spanish. Alejandro Ruiz Valeria. And we also have Alexander Stochkevich from the Russian. Okay, I'm gonna stop picking on people's names.
Next page.
Next page, Alexander Mejia, 8044. Isn't there there's a phone we can use later in the game that just has unlimited phone ability, I believe.
Well, yeah, but can't you do that with the phone in your inventory as well?
I think we can. Yeah, we might. Okay, 8044. Let's call Alexander. Come on, Alex.
Hey, you've reached Alexander Mejia, founder of Human Interact. Now, you just missed me. I was off dusting Ecnean. Anyway, don't forget to keep the music on to your favorite characters, otherwise this whole VR thing's gonna be really boring.
Yep, that's Alex.
I believe another noteworthy person is LGR, but I think what his name is, Clint something?
Yeah, Clint, not Clint Bajakian, he was the musician at LucasArts. I'll know it when I see it. Let's see. Oh, wait. Clint Basinger. Basinger, yeah. 3537.
Hi, Clint here. Just wondering if you needed a bunch of 5 1/4 inch floppy disks.
I love this one.
A whole stack of them just sitting here. Actually, it's less of a stack and more like 17 boxes of them, but yeah, just let me know.
Lovely. So, Kickstarter backers, obviously. Wait, I saw Christopher. Damn, did I see? Because I thought, oh wait, shit, what's Lost Train dude's name? Is Christian?
I'm not
Christopher?
sure.
Oh shit, I lost it.
Probably Christian, but
Fuck. Yeah, when people put me on the spot for names, I mean, if you asked me while I was sleeping, I'd just mumble it in my sleep. Christopher Sachi, thank you. Yeah, Christopher Sachi. I think he said he was in here too. but he is not. Oh well.
I think there are a few more people we know, but I don't remember them off the top of my head. Chris 8-Bit, that's someone from the GOG streaming Twitch channel.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I do not know this person.
Yeah, he's someone he's one of the members of the GOG team. Not that I want to promote GOG, but just noting.
GOG. I'm actually playing this off my GOG copy, but that's because
I have it on GOG as well before I knew that they were such shitheads.
Yeah, it's the whole thing. If you, I mean, there's the good and the bad side. The good side is I get to keep Thimbleweed Park forever, even if Steam suddenly crashes and burns and does weird shit. And then again, they're transphobic assholes. So there's that.
I do want to note the GOG Twitch team. They aren't transphobic assholes. It's CD Projekt Red, the people behind GOG and the Witcher games and stuff.
Yeah.
And Cyberpunk 2033, which is full of transphobic shit.
Yeah, it's really fucking too bad. Let's Virginia 6340.
Okay, we're finally getting to the bit that we actually wanted to do in the first place.
6340. Luckily, it's numbers that I can remember. 6340. Siriar asks a good question. What happens if we call Etna for a good time? Let's do that afterwards.
Yeah.
Help. I'm trapped in the sewer. Please call the authorities and let them know. You'll notify someone. Thanks.
Wait, we didn't hear... Okay, we just wasted a quarter on that. Fantastic. Was Etna...
It's not wasted,
Sorry?
It's not wasted, you just don't hear the other end of the line for some reason.
That's weird. Oh shit, yeah. We don't want to be here. I need to go back to the bathroom.
That's, if you're gonna talk with her, that's gonna get into the other characters' flashback.
Oh yeah, she sets us on the ransom flashback, doesn't she?
No. On the... God, I'm forgetting her name now, even though I'm using her...
See, it's not just me.
Her character as my avatar.
Also, the speck dust moved. The speck dust moved.
Dolores, that's
Dolores, yes.
Yeah.
Is that the flashback?
Ransom, who sets us on Ransom again? Oh, Ransom is from Sandy, I believe.
Oh shit, you know this game better than I do. Let's call Edna for a good time.
I've seen it more recently. Well, I watched Rizaka play it, and yeah, I've also watched some other people play it.
Hello? Someone there?
I can hear you breathing.
There's no heavy breathing.
Oh.
Let me show you how you do it. Hello? Is this the sheriff again? Hello? Hello? Someone there?
Does this just keep going?
Yeah, it just loops. Well, that was a good time, wasn't it?
Rizaka says, I guess it's too late for the Eurotrash. The late hour doesn't help either. But yeah, we just haven't played this recently, or yeah.
Oh.
It is
No time to talk.
kind of
We have to fix this.
not the most complex game, but there is a lot to it.
There's a lot to it, and what I really love about it is that it is non-linear. It has this thing that LucasArts did really well. It has a hub with a lot of different puzzle threads. They all interconnect at certain points, but if you're stuck on one thing, you can go solve another thing. And this is something I dearly miss from, current gen adventure games. You're always stuck on this singular path, A to B to C to whatever.
I do agree there.
What the hell are we doing? Well, okay, let me check the notebook. Find the murder weapon, can't do that. Fingerprint the murder weapon, can't do that. Find ID for...
I think if you switch back to Ray, she's gonna be let out of the sewers now.
I got an emergency call about someone being locked in the sewer.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I should have expected, Reno, it was you.
Captain Sidekick has our backs. We're playing an adventure game while streaming, while chatting.
No Reno's down.
We're just chilling and just letting the game wash over us.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you should head back to the
Totally the wrong game to do that with, I realize belatedly, but
I mean,
The home
it's
office arena.
it's a chill time. It's not like a game where you have to like
Me out of here.
have your full attention on it at all times and like be on the ball at all times or something.
hopefully not. I mean, it did. I mean, there were some things in when I played it the first time where I really
there's a bus leaving
was
in a few
stumbling
hours.
around and there were no
I think we can
walkthroughs
handle the
out yet, so
investigation here,
I don't even think the hint line existed in the first version of the game, did it?
I thought it did, but I'm not sure.
Maybe it
I didn't play
did. I don't remember.
the first version.
Yes, Captain Sidekick, I know. Hi, Kevin. I know who you are. Hint line was later. Okay. Cheerio.
Okay, that makes sense.
So let's go give Ray's a big blubbery kiss, and then I think we can just about finish up. It's getting a little late, isn't it?
Yeah, I think right now we are supposed to do the Dolores flashback, but since it's gonna take a while, well, you might want to get started, but we're definitely not going to finish it up now.
Nah, so what about we get both agents out to the bus stop and we initiate the flashback, and that will be our cliffhanger for this stream.
Sure.
Yeah, we don't stream as long as the Australians because over here in Europe we actually make all the hard decisions, and we have to be awake for those. Also, there is no
burn.
There is no rivalry, of course.
It's mainly because we start streaming later than they do at their hour because Truls wasn't available earlier in the day.
Yeah. As I work.
And you have a family.
There's that too. I have 2 cats and a wife. Alright. Let's talk to the lady of the evening. Yeah, I know Rizulka has a full-time job as well.
Excuse me, ma'am.
My, what?
And Dave also works.
And Dave also works. He sets his own schedule though, I think.
Yeah, and I've been job hunting. I had another job interview today.
Oh, but you got headhunted for a really cool gig recently, didn't you?
Well, yeah, they've been headhunting me, but it's still in negotiations pretty much. So I'm also interviewing at other places. So
cool. Well,
we'll see how it turns out.
Well, it certainly doesn't seem like, I mean, when I was job hunting, I mean, I'm a communications major, and communications majors grow on trees. It is so hard to get an interview. So at least you seem to be doing good as far as getting interviews.
Yeah. They need programmers and software engineers and computer scientists.
Yeah. People who can actually, accomplish shit.
Solve problems.
Yeah.
Develop software and create solutions.
Create things, exactly.
Yeah. Today, the company where I went today is not really a place where I want to work because it's really, really boring business stuff.
Park is concerned, sweet.
It's just not really my cuppa.
Tell me more.
But we'll see.
I heard he closed down because of a fire.
Sounds like good stuff.
Yes. An incompetent security guard.
I mean, boring stuff, obviously. I mean, if boring stuff pays good, I'd rather, do boring stuff and then do fun stuff in my spare time.
They weren't saying that they were gonna pay great either, so that was another reason that I was like a bit, I don't think this is really the thing for me. Like, yeah. You're gonna give me boring work, and then you're not gonna sweeten the deal a bit.
I mean, I have so many things I want to do outside of work. So as long as the hours are good, and I can at least keep a roof over my head.
The hours aren't great either. That's like another thing.
Well, then, absolutely.
I'm just
screw it.
Yeah. Like Western Digital, the place where that kind of is headhunting me, sort of, and where I'm interested in working at. They have great things that they want me to work on. They have great hours and flexibility for like being able to work at home.
Oh,
they
cool.
have good pay relatively.
Cool.
So yeah, I'm really hoping I can get in there. But it's just taking a while for things to happen because boss is being on holiday and stuff.
Oh, right, yeah, the summer and everything.
The typical, yeah.
Oh, hang on. Things are happening in the game.
Ma'am?
Fine, it was my sister.
We're about to go into the flashback.
Leather jacket salesman?
Oh, that's always such a good joke to throw back to. I'm selling these fine leather jackets.
A video game developer.
Not a computer game developer. A video game developer.
Dun dun
I
dun.
wanted one thing: to be a game designer for that awful game company. Mucus phlegm. Uncle Chuck.
Captain Sidekick says, Ransom eats tuna.
She was too selfish. Only wanted to make stupid adventure games.
Oh.
I've got to get out of this town. Uncle Chuck.
I also like how they have the typewriter from Naked Lunch in the corner.
Design games.
I mean, I know it's not actually it, but that is if that is a reference, that is a deep reference.
It's my favorite computer magazine.
I don't actually know what Naked Lunch is, so that's flying over my head.
Naked Lunch? Oh, go look up that movie. It's directed by David Cronenberg. It has Peter Weller in the
Naked Cronenberg says enough.
Yeah.
But I'm looking it up. It's a novel.
It's a novel, but the movie's based on the novel. The novel is really weird. Naked Lunch is a very strange movie. It's from Cronenberg's let's just throw weird shit on the screen and see what happens, period.
Using insecticide as a drug to get high. What the fuck?
Oh, it gets better. His typewriter comes alive and starts humping him.
What the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I want to see that movie now.
Oh, please do. Remember to get it with subtitles because Peter Weller's a mumbler. Anyway,
Yeah.
I think we're gonna call that a night. We've just started the lovely flashback of everyone's favorite character in this game. I mean, by far.
Yeah, well, she's definitely my favorite character. I love Dolores. I identify with her in a lot of ways, and I guess that's a big reason that I started using her face as my avatar on Discord. Also, I really like the dance that she does.
Oh yeah, the dance. We're gonna have to have a look at the dance.
Yeah, the dance is really cool. Yeah, we'll see that next time because that's in this flashback.
Yeah, and speaking of next time, I mean, barring unforeseen incidents, we are gonna be streaming again next Thursday. So right now what's happening on the Yar stream is that there's a Australian takeover on Wednesdays and a European takeover on Thursdays. And I mean, I'm not gonna push anyone, but if Grundy and Papaya and the other Americans might find it in their hearts to do an American takeover, I certainly wouldn't stop them, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think more people in the R community should start streaming on the channel and just like building a viewership here instead of on all our separate Twitches only.
Well, in addition to our other channels, but
in addition, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I had a blast this evening, and it's good to play Thimbleweed Park.
Good times. Yeah.
Thanks for being
Sarah
here.
says, spelled backwards, Yar means Ray.
Lovely.
That's a coincidence.
And I mean, even though it is the Eurotrash takeover of Yar, we are still, of course, very much open to anyone who would want to join us in the voice chat in the Yar community. So, I mean, it's not like Summer and I have to be the only ones in here. There are other Europeans in the Yar community, and I see we even have some of the Americans awake, so we might even start an alliance with the US. And Aussies, yeah.
Anyone who wants to join.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyone. So anyway, I think I'm going. Gemini made these lovely. Gemini selling these fine leather jackets. He also made this
fine leather OBS stream thingamabobs.
Yeah, Yeah, he made these lovely. He also made my outro, which is
bumpers.
Yeah, bumpers things. Yes. Oh, that Gemini. He's such a good bumper. Anyway, that got out of hand.
Oh, God.
Fine leather splash screens, indeed. Hey, everyone. Thank you so much for showing up. Thanks, Summer, for showing up as well.
Yeah, thanks for suggesting this. I thought it was a cool idea.
Hey, cheers. So unless the world unexpectedly ends on Wednesday, I'll see you next Thursday.
Let's hope not.
Cheers. Have a good one, everyone. Bye.
Bye, everyone.